Hi friends, I'm Parvez from Geek Coders. In this video we're going to talk about Python multi-level inheritance. So in the previous video we have learned that how you can create multiple inheritance. Now in this video we want to learn creating of multi-level inheritance in Python. So first of all, what is multi-level inheritance? Now in object-oriented programming, when you inherit a derived class from another derived class, this is called multi-level inheritance, and it can be done at any depth. So for example, in here you can see we have three classes. We have class A, class B, and class C. Now the class A is our base class. It's our parent class. Now we have class B. This class extends from class A. Now this class is called derived from base class. So you can see that we are deriving from a base class in here. We have another class that's called class C. Now class C is extending from class B, and we can call the derived from derived class. This class C is extending from a derived class, but our class B is extending from a base class. So this is called multi-level inheritance. Now let's create our practical example. Okay, now let me create my class. So I'm going to create a class person. So in this class I have a method, and I'm going to just call it, for example, person method. And I want to just print that I'm a person. Now we have another class. This is called class student. Okay, now this class extends from the person class, and we are going to just write person, and we want to just create a method of def student method, and we want to print I am a student. Now we have another class, so I'm going to call it class programmer, and this class extends from the student class. And in here I'm going to just create a pro method, and I can print I am a programmer. Okay, now if you see in this example, we have created a multi-level inheritance because we have a base class person. After that we have another class that is students. Now this class student is extending from the person class. After that we have another class programmer. Now this programmer class is extending from the student class. So now if I create the object of my programmer class, so now let me just create. So first let me just remove this method. Let me remove it, and I'm going to just pause this. So in here I'm going to create the instance of my programmer class, so programmer. And now if I say pro dot, you can see that this programmer class can access to the student method, to the method of the student class, and also to the method of the person class. So we can just say student method, and we can just say pro dot person method. So if you see, we have the per method and in the person class, and this is the method for the student class. And after extending of the programmer, now it can access to the methods of the base class and also the derived class. So now if I run this, now you can see that I'm a student and I'm a person. Now, as I've already said, that you can create multi-level inheritance at any depth that you want. For example, in here I'm going to create another class. I'm going to just call it class D. Now this class D extends from the programmer class. Let me just pause this class, and in here I'm going to create my method, so def pro method. and now I can print I am a programmer. Now if I create the instance of the D class, so dd, and now this D class can access to the pro method, student method, and also person method. So now let me just show you. So you can see D dot, so student method, D dot person method, and D dot pro method. So if I run this, you can see that these are the output that we are receiving. So like this, you can work with multi-level inheritance in Python. If you have any question, please let me know. And for more information, you can check my website, geekscoders.com.